And it's time for more Minecraft, but it's also time for the Austria Grand Prix. Let's see, in 9 hours and 30 minutes, qualifying, practice 1 will start, but we will see. We need to. I wanna know the Formula 2 and Formula 3. Formula 2, Formula 3. I want first. Let's see, Formula 3 qualifying. Oh yeah, it's fucking sprint race for Formula 1. Can I? What? 10 hours? New music in Minecraft again? What do we have? So much fucking information. I want just. Oh shit, this music is so loud. There we have training for fucking Great Britain. Go fuck yourself. I went to Austria. There we have 9 hours. So, okay, so practice 1 will happen before. Oh, maybe it's usually are. Oh, it should be, and then F2 after the F3, right? Let's see. And if you go to this practice 2, oh yeah, sprint qualifying. That's in 13 hours. And Formula 2 in 11 hours. Okay, so it's practice 1 for Formula 1, qualifying for Formula 3, then Formula 2, and then the qualifying for the sprint race in Formula 1. Yeah. Then we want to. Will the sprint race happen? Should happen before. Let's see. Sprint race happen in one day and 6 hours. Formula 1. 1 day and 6 hours. 1 day and 6 hours. Then 1 day and 8 hours. 1 day and 8 hours, and Formula 2 is in 1 day and 10 hours. Okay, so it's Formula 3, Formula 1, Formula 2. Really? Sprint race. Then Formula 1. Then Formula 2. Let's see, is all that right now? Sprint race Formula 3, 1 day, 6 hours. Formula 1, 1 hour, 1 day, 8 hours. Formula 2, 1 day, 10 hours. And then we have the qualifying. Then we need to pick the races. Formula 2. Then Formula 1. Formula 1. Oh shit, we want the full race. This must be it. Nice. Okay, everything that's done. Okay, let's see. And we need to make sure we have. Okay, 9 hours. What pit lane? Did I save wrong? Don't see. No? Yeah, pit lane. I fucking picked the wrong one. God damn it. But they start in the same time. So in 9 hours. Nice. Okay, we can. Oh, we can also. Yeah. Here we have the timer on the website now. 9 hours, 20 minutes, and yeah, 30 seconds. Yeah, but let's continue the fish collection. We are at. How many is it? Let's see. Can I see? 1,742. 1,742. We have nothing here. How many buckets do we have ready? Just 16. We should maybe make some more buckets. Let's see, 32, 36. Now we can make so many buckets we want. Let's see. Yes. Nine. I believe is the right number. It was not. How many buckets do we need? What need? We need everyone, but 5 stacks will be made. Let's see. This is one, two, four, 5, Okay. If I count everything right, we will have... Oh shit. Where can I place that? No, no room there. Oh no. God damn it. Stuff going so well. Skeleton horse. And then we place this one like that. Okay, the bucket is ready. Oh yeah, that's something I need to do. Fixing with the... Well, I really don't really need to fix it, but... It will be good if I did. Okay, now we can start. The fish collection. So the Austrian Grand Prix will happen in 9 hours, and it will be also a sprint race. And it will probably be hopefully it will be somewhat more fun, close battle between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. Hopefully Ferrari will be somewhat better off. And hopefully Mercedes will be back being 4th best team. And then... yeah, what more can happen? Alpine maybe can get more points. Hopefully Visa Cash App RB Formula 1 team will be back, so they will maybe make so Alpine doesn't get more points. Also one more fish. Oh, yeah, first fish for the collection today. Dasher white black, and then we have Cob grey lime. And then we have look like a normal fish, but it disappeared. We had it, yeah. Yes, normal fish. Let's see. What did more happen? What more happen? What will more happen in the Austria Grand Prix? See, Williams, man, it will be nice if seeing them getting some more points. Hopefully they will probably not be better than Visa Cash App RB Formula 1 team, but hopefully they will be good enough to at least get 1 or 2 points. I mean, they need to catch up with the Haas. I believe have 7 points. Let's see. No, we want. Yeah, 7 points. Alpine 8 points. So Williams need 5 more points. So 3 races where they get 2 points. Could that happen? Hopefully. Because man, I don't want to see Haas finish the construction ship better than Williams. Not Audi, it's Stake F1 team Kick Sauber. They could I don't care if they get 0 points. Like, it's a meme team. Like the sponsors, I'm gonna fucking kick Stake. They're like, I mean, you just get the money. We will promote you. Oh shit. Too early with the fucking video. It's I mean, they not getting points. They are, first of all, they have a gambling name with it, the stake name. I mean, you can say, was it a gamble to have them on as a name? I mean, everything that they've done is a gamble. The pit stops, their I mean, the car is a gamble because it's not good. And then when they become Audi, you can say also it's a gamble. So you can say it's the perfect name for the team for now. It's a clown team. Yeah, that are gambling every race, and they're losing every race. And the kick stuff is, yeah, it's also like gambled the name with that, with the sponsor also. I mean, one thing I would say, hey, at least they get money to have this name. Also, one more fish for the collection, unless black like blue. And hopefully the money will go to something better when Audi comes in. So they can actually at least fight for points. Just some races that have actually maybe was close to getting points. But not many not enough races to call it good. So yeah, I think I have. Yeah, hopefully Haas will be bad in Austria. So hopefully, so points for Williams. Probably more points for AlphaTauri. No, not AlphaTauri. Visa Cash App RB Formula 1 team. No points for Haas. And Stake F1 team Kick Sauber. Alpine can maybe get points. Let's see, sprint race and race. Can... Oh, that would be... Man. Russell and Hamilton didn't crash into each other in the Spanish Grand Prix. They didn't want to... Maybe they want to wait for 2026 to repeat the 10 years anniversary with the amazing crash Mercedes once did. So maybe in 2 years we'll see it. George Russell and Antonelli. Could it happen? Maybe. That's the one more fish for the collection. Glitter, black, white. But let's see. Who will be... I'm gonna probably... Lando Norris can maybe get one more pole position. I feel like they could. One more pole position for Lando Norris. Probably Max Verstappen P2. Can Perez finally be P3? I mean, hopefully. Man, this is the hate. Or not the hate. All the question people ask why Sergio Perez is still in the team. I want to see it removed. So come on, Perez. Qualifying really good now. Well, it's top 5. Top 5 or top 5 or P3. Also one more fish for the collection. Flopper blue orange. And then hopefully... Oh, Oscar Piastri would be nice to see P4. And then we have Ferrari P5, P6. Mercedes P7, P8. And then the biggest question is, will any of the top team crash out? So Williams and Alex Albon can score points. Also one more fish for the collection. Floppy yellow grey. And Gasly and Tsunoda Ricciardo. See how many are they? 2, 3, 4. So 4 drivers. So who could crash out? Carlos Sainz can maybe do something. Nah. Oh, 2 more fishes for the collection. Like Charles Leclerc mentioned. Feel like maybe Spanish Grand Prix made him wanna try harder to be better than Charles Leclerc. But maybe because Spanish Grand Prix didn't go so well, he would try even harder now. Oh shit, Aston Martin, can they be back? I mean, they could, but will they? Also one more fish for the collection. Light grey orange flopper. So-called Lewis Hamilton fish. The floppering Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes. Nope, not a new fish for the collection. Just normal yellow fish. Yeah, I think I mentioned everything I think will happen. At least for now. But yeah, we have done our starting runs We're collecting fishes. So let's go to... let's see, where do we have it? Yeah, I want to see if I can still do this. We have the weekend warm-up 2024 Austrian Grand Prix from Formula 1 channel. But if you don't see anything and only hear the sound, can it still be played?
The Red Bull Ring has become Red Bull's home. Will they be beatable this weekend after 3 races in which McLaren have arguably had the faster car? There is potentially no more...
They could say probably will. Man, it would be so boring. One more race when Lando Norris doesn't... If he don't win, it will be boring. But if he never get to fight with Max Verstappen, that would be even more boring. So yeah, let's continue.
Beautiful circuit on the Formula 1 calendar than this. It is the Austrian Grand Prix, right in the middle of a triple header. Welcome to your weekend warm-up. Hello folks and welcome to the paddock here in Austria with me, Will Buxton, with Davide Valsecchi, with Alex Jakes, with Lawrence Barretto. Boys, welcome back. It's great to see you all. It is, I've got to say, far warmer than it was an hour ago when it was chucking it down with rain, thus the jacket, and the fact that I also spilt my lunch down my actual shirt. So well, mate, come on, I'm not going to lie. 43 years of age. Great to have you back, Davide. How are you?
Ciao, Will. Ciao, guys. Yeah, wonderful place. I'm very happy to be here. Also because in this circuit, usually we can see some very good races in the past, so I love this place.
One more fish
Alex,
for
this
the
is a fun track to
collection.
commentate
Yes,
on. The
it
races
was.
here always fast and frantic.
They are, and the weather, it can be right now roasting, and then in a couple of moments' time raining sideways, which is why we absolutely love this place.
We do.
What? Raining sideways.
And news breaking this morning, Lawrence. That's oddly enough why we're in front of Alpine.
Oh yeah, Gasly. He got signed. So yeah, Gasly will stay in Alpine. So now it's just who will sit next to him. I'm hoping for either Mick Schumacher or Jürgen Joe. I hope, really hope not Jack Doohan will get a seat. Because then I will just, man, Drugovic also exists. Come on. But Mick Schumacher or Jürgen Joe.
Yeah, Gasly has committed long-term to the team.
Yeah, it was perhaps not the news everyone was waiting for. They want to know where Carlos Sainz is going to end
And
up.
yeah, some fucking scene with Lance Stroll fucked up.
But yeah, Pierre Gasly's committed his future to Alpine. He figured that was the best project.
One more
that he
fish
could
for the
sign up
collection.
to for the long term, and he'll be here till at least the end of 2026.
Lovely stuff. Lawrence caught up with him earlier.
Upptäck nya Brown Series 9 skäggtrimmer.
No, go away, ad. We have one more ad. At least it's a short one.
Pierre, great to see. Congratulations on the new deal, and to have that kind of stability over the next couple of years must be great. Just tell me how you're feeling to get that over the line.
Yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm very,
No, just black
very
tank.
happy, very excited for the future. It's a great news. It's been, long talks and.
I still love that they Alpine didn't keep Esteban Ogone. They kept Gasly. Jag menar, alltså Esteban Ocon, jag menar, second year for Gasly. I believe, let's see, is it second year? Gasly. Yeah. It's the second year for Gasly, and he got the seat. Not Esteban Ocon, they've been there like forever.
Conversations and trying.
At least I know he was there since 2021. Don't know before, but that's what that's when I started watching.
To figure out what's the best for my future, and yeah, started quite early, you know, as soon as Lewis kind of triggered the entire market back in January until now. So yeah, it's important to feel you're making the right decision for your future.
Fish for the collection.
And putting everything, I mean, my heart always wanted to stay with Alpine, because from the moment I signed with them.
Well, I wouldn't say you always wanted, because I remember when you got the question if you will stay in Alpine, and you didn't say 100% yes, but you didn't say 100% no either. But so I want to say, I think you're somewhat lying now.
I've signed to achieve a lot more than what we've done so far, and feels like there is a lot to do together. But at the same time, with the start of the year we had, it wasn't always that obvious. So
yeah, I mean, like, with that start, do you really want to stay? Probably not. Like with Lando Norris and McLaren, did they do something bad? Stay in that team. But then, look now, he got his first race win. He's fighting for more race wins. And then we have Peter Windsor that thought that why would Lando Norris want to stay in McLaren when he can go to Mercedes? Yeah, look at that. Look at Mercedes now. Should Norris have stayed in McLaren, or should he maybe not? Well, it looked like he should, and he did.
I've had a lot of you know, strong kind of signals, and I've seen a lot of improvements in the factory, back in Enstone, back in Viry, just in the processes we have, the new people that are coming in, and even though the performance on track is not great, I've just had like yeah, a lot of reassurance of all the potential that we have, and
try that.
I definitely think the team has all the capabilities and capacities to be at the top, and yeah, I'm just very excited to commit in for the next few years.
He makes a good point, and the trajectory of this team this season after a disappointing start to be just less than half a second off pole last time out in Barcelona really shows the work that's gone in here. Alex, what about his teammate though for now, Esteban Ogone? We know he's leaving the team at the end of the season.
Yeah, Gasly's won the battle to lead that team, which is an intriguing...
Man, fuck Esteban Ocone. He will either be in Haas or he will be out. I don't really see why they... I mean, going to Audi, I mean, do you really want Esteban Ocone in that team? I mean, if you pick Nico Hülkenberg, why would you wanna have the Esteban Ocone in the other seat? If you like, no. But hey, maybe they... I mean, they could sign him, but it's like, man, do you want to have a bad teamwork in this new team? Or do you want a good teamwork? I mean, like, you want to be good. Is it good teamwork the best one then?
One for Esteban. We think he's going to remain in Formula One. We think his most likely destination is Haas. I think Esteban Ocon would be a great driver for that team. He's the sort of driver who thrives.
Great driver, yeah, define being great. Good enough to stay in Formula One, maybe, but great. No.
Who's in the thick of it. That's exactly where Haas find themselves, time in. Time again.
The other seat, we believe, will go to Ollie Behrman, who's currently higher placed in the Formula 1 Drivers'
And if Esteban Ogone goes to Haas, Kevin Magnussen is out.
Championship than he is in the Formula 2 Championship.
People want maybe a race ban, who will get a season ban.
We'll get onto that probably a little bit later.
A
Also,
life
news
ban.
today, Lance Stroll. Shock is back with Aston Martin, but not just for the 1 year, Lawrence, a couple of years there.
Yeah, I
Nope.
think that's what was important to the team and for Lance, is to get it out there that even though we knew that he was probably going to be here with the team next year, we didn't really know for how long. And I think this just knocks 2 years out where no one will ask him what your future is, because it's locked in, and we've never had that before. Actually, it's always been a year by year, assuming he's going to be there. And I think that's just one thing they want to get off his back, because he's had a tougher run recently, and they kind of want him to try and find his form.
Which brings us to the cork in the bottle. And these announcements keep being made, and none of them are the ones that we've been expecting for months, Davide, and that is Carlos Sainz, now seemingly with 3 teams.
Wait, what? Color signs? Oh, they're talking like... They know news?
To choose from.
Yeah, Alpine maybe joined the battle, right?
3 teams. Oh yeah, Alpine is on the table. I don't think... Man, it's... Like, it could happen. Alpine could happen. But it's like, will it really? Will Alpine actually have that future that you actually want? I mean, surely they are probably better now than Williams and Stake F1 team Kick Sauber. But do you really wanna... Do you really wanna go to Alpine that have where there's mostly no progress? It's like progress, less progress, and it's like they keep being in the middle.
Yeah, Alpine, maybe Audi, and maybe Williams. I don't know. Alpine seems that is the strongest at the moment. You know, sometimes to the driver you give him the chance to have a bright future, but they want to be competitive at the present. And so, for the next season, probably the best option that he has is to fight for and to choose Alpine. I think is going to be there. I don't know. I have this feeling that probably Alpine is going to be the best car in the next 1 or 3.
Yeah, I mean, not true. Alpine will be the best car, but for the future, are you signing to be 1 or 2 years in a team, or are you signing to having the 1-2 years learning everything while the cars is getting better, and then you can start fighting for better position, and Alpine maybe will ever get the chance to fight for.
Here for sure, and probably is his best option.
I think it's a really interesting point that you've mentioned Alpine and the results and being able to keep Carlos on the map. I think there's a real risk if he goes to one of the other 2 teams, he drops off, he goes on a run of getting out of Q1, and I think that's why it's taken him so long genuinely to make this decision. As of yesterday, he hadn't decided where he wants to go, and I think it's because he's got 3 contracts on the table. They've all got pros, but they've all got cons, and at the moment, normally for him in his previous career, it's...
Yeah, either you start really good in Alpine, but you will stay there, or you stay really bad in the Williams and Stake F1 team Kick Sauber, but the future can be good. Williams' future looked more set in stone that they will become better. Stake F1 team Kick Sauber, when they become Audi, is like the promise. If they become good, they will become really good. But if they become good, they can also not become good.
Been clearer where he's going to go.
Jakesy, is this a case of best worst option?
Yeah, it is. The moment that you get shown the door at Ferrari, doesn't matter what era of Formula One we're in, you're going to have to recalibrate. Now, sometimes you might get an option. We know where he wanted to go. It's not any of the 3 teams that are being mentioned.
Yeah.
The problem is his age, for me. Get this one wrong, it's very, very hard to fight your way back to the front of the field. So he's got to be with a team that he believes.
Oh yeah, there's Helmut Marko done some talking. So it could be the last season for Ricciardo maybe, if he doesn't become good. Because he mentioned that Visa Cashers RB Formula 1 team is a junior team. So why is Ricciardo there? Well, if he doesn't do well, maybe Leon Lawson can more easily get a seat. And if that's happened, maybe Alpine should go for Ricciardo. Gasly and Ricciardo together. Oh, forgot to pick this up. Did I see? No, I didn't see one more fish for the collection. Or maybe Ricciardo, they will just sign him for, or Red Bull will just keep him to be the driver that drives in the simulator and be part of the promotion, but never drives in the car.
Can at
he
least
can
give
drive
him
in the
a
car, but
podium chance with this new era of regulations.
not in race.
It's absolutely fascinating. We were hearing in Spain that the ink was about to be put down on that Williams contract. It was all
I think Liam Lawson is the third driver, so Ricciardo will be the third driver then.
about to get confirmed and announced, and then in walks Flav, and everything changes. One driver who may actually find a fortuitous method of staying in Formula One should Carlos decide against Williams and decide to come here could be Valtteri Bottas. We've been talking about a potential return for him to Williams, but how does he see his future shaping up?
Like, man, I don't see Valtteri Bottas as a part of the future for any team. I mean, surely he can be picked, but is maybe for one year most likely. It doesn't feel like he will. It will be a long-term signing. More or less a really short term. Oh yeah, 2025. Yeah, if he gets signed, it will probably be just for 2025. Is done. 2026 will be different stuff. Also, Sunstreak, Orange Lime. One more fish for the collection.
Deadlines have been pushed a little bit again, so nothing new since last weekend. So still waiting for some pieces to fall into a place or a piece, and then things will happen. But that's not yet. So.
What do you mean one piece? Do you mean color signs? No, don't say that.
So I don't think this week or next week much will happen, but maybe after Silverstone. So. Kind of a waiting game, but at the same time, yeah, I just need to focus on trying to get those points for the team.
Oh my god, fuck me. When did the screenshot happen, before or after? The fuck? Go fuck yourself. I wanted... Fuck me. I fucking hate commands that I don't fucking know they exist. Yeah, somewhat good enough. But I want to get a closer. Come on, get removed. See, is this the better one? Not really. Fuck off. And that I hate. You click somewhat in a bad place and it just... No, you can't do that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to click it. Make it be gone. Okay, can this be the best one? Yeah, this is good enough. Okay, let's see. Fuck off this fucking ad. Fuck off. What happened? Can we go back to the video? Okay, let's see. We need sound.
Into a place or a piece, and then things will happen, but that's not yet.
One more
so,
fish for the collection.
I don't think this week or next week.
Oh,
much will
100%
happen,
stripe
but
in
maybe after
Magnanta.
Silverstone, so kind of a waiting game, but at the same time, yeah, I just need to focus on trying to get those points for the team.
Interesting stuff from Valtteri. I don't think we've seen the last of him yet. I get a feeling he'll still be around next year. Now, one driver who...
Maybe next year, but after that, maybe not.
We understand it. Might not be around next year. Might not even be around next race. He's celebrating his...
Is it Kevin Magnusson? It should be.
250th Grand Prix this weekend, Lawrence Barretto. But words from Helmut Marko in the week.
Oh, Ricciardo. Oh shit. Ricciardo and Kevin Magnusson then.
VCARB is a junior team. Daniel Ricciardo is not junior anymore.
No, he's certainly not. I think he's seeing from weekend to weekend why he's going through this range of emotions, because I think one weekend he has a good run, then Helmut Marko comes out and makes those comments. I think sometimes he feels that Red Bull love him and they want to keep him. Other times he feels that they don't. And looking at him today and hearing him talk today, it feels like it's maybe moving away from him at the minute, and maybe it is moving into Liam Lawson's favour.
How much of this is still to do with the discord between Helmut Marko and Christian Horner? Because we know Christian loves Daniel. And we know that Helmut has been pushing for Liam for quite a while.
I think it is clear within that team there are different factions who want different drivers. I think there was a lot of pushing for Liam because of the job that he did when he stood in for Ricciardo when he was injured. And then there was a lot who pushed him for Ricciardo because they've seen what he can do previously at Red Bull. They've seen those flashes earlier this year when in the sprint, for example, in Miami. They know what he can deliver. So I think because of that, because it's not clear cut again, that's why I think we're getting this indecision. But also, of course, Helmut's got to say good things about Liam Lawson. He's got to keep him happy, right? Because he doesn't want to lose him from the family in case anything changes in the short term.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got to let you go. You've got to go and interview Lando for an interview that we will hear on the pre-race. Thank you very much. Lawrence, Jakesy, mate, quick one on this. VCARB was supposed to be making a clear move away from the Red Bull...
Yeah, and they didn't. Fuck happened? Hopefully they know what to make the car good now, because or else that will be really depressing.
Direction of old, where Red Bull made all the decisions at the team. It doesn't feel to me like that's actually coming true if it's still Marko and Horner deciding the drivers.
I mean, you hit the nail on the head. It's about that power dispute. If Helmut Marko had had his way, Daniel Ricciardo would not have come back to that seat. Lawson would have come in there and they would have been like, hey, Danny Rick, you had your time, it's Liam Lawson's seat. So that ebb and flow of who gets the say for the drivers, which traditionally was Helmut Marko, but as part of a committee, that is key. And Daniel Ricciardo's caught in the middle of it. I feel sorry for Liam Lawson because he really took his chance last year. So a little bit of indecision going on there as everyone else sorts out their driver moves.
Yeah, we can get, I think, a full grasp of why Daniel Ricciardo wrote on the back of his helmet last time out, not without a fight, if he has indeed been told that his days in Formula One are numbered. His message to everyone.
I mean, Well, at least take the fight to them then. But will you succeed? Probably not. So don't fight too much. So you look even worse.
Everybody, particularly to Mr. Marco there, very clear. I'm not going down without a fight. Davide, welcome back to the show. It's everyone's favourite moment of the weekend warm-up. It's the 60-second recap. Oh, I know you've been so looking forward to
Oh my god, they waited so long for that. I feel like they usually like start with a weekend warm-up with it.
Right, here you go, my friend. 60-second recap of the last Grand Prix in Spain. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's begin. Oh, Lando Norris on pole. The start was good, but not enough good because look, Verstappen on the inside. Norris close immediately the door. Who was the best one in the approach in the first corner? Completely late move outside line for George Russell. Took the leadership, but then Verstappen immediately. Lap 3, outside line at the first break. Took the lead back.
Man, George Russell, take the lead and then lose the lead. Man, what a... And then he didn't even get podium. It's like, okay, you succeeded with that. Did it hurt you more that you succeeded with that or not?
And then the contact between the two Ferrari, not a great race for them, only 4th and 5th. The pit stop of Russell was not perfect. Look, the Ferrari after the...
Oh, wouldn't it be so amazing if they succeeded with getting past George Russell? But nope. One more fish for the collection. Sunstreak light blue brown.
Stop, not a fantastic race, and then Hamilton came back on Sainz, maybe the best move of the race. Late break at
Nope.
the end,
One more
and
fish.
then Lando Norris tried to recover position and taking the position to Russell was amazing. That overtake because took so long was Piastri that at turn 7 at the end took the position. And then check it out, was the mistake, little one, but he just missed the corner at turn.
I believe that was Alex Albon, and he still finish ahead Logan Sargent.
4 was a little one, the best one by far was Verstappen. Another day, another victory, and Lando Norris was close to the victory, but maybe not enough. Only 2 seconds away from a great victory. McLaren on top, but Norris just...
But for real, I feel like this fight between McLaren and Max Verstappen, I feel like it's 2022 again. Against, instead of Ferrari, it's McLaren. And it's like, oh, will it be the same? Like, McLaren will look good in qualifying. They were the best car in the race, but then Max Verstappen in the end will win the race. So one more fish for the collection, and now it's time to see a free fight, 2 more. Two more, and then we have the full Schulke box. Yeah, one more fish for the collection. Flopper, light grey, Magenta. One left to collect. Then the Schulke box is full.
Miss it a bit, maybe the strategy?
A Valsecchi commentary. Inject it straight into my veins. Hello, Jolyon Palmer. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you very much.
It's hot, isn't it?
It's just the sun's just come out and it is scorching.
Check it out, come
It's
on.
going to be like 28 degrees, 29
It's hot, and then he's standing with the fucking jacket.
degrees
Fuck
all the
you
way
doing?
through this weekend. What a Spanish
And when I look, jacket, why?
Grand Prix we were treated to, Jolyon. Verstappen a winner again, but McLaren clearly the faster car.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was pretty close between them in qualifying and the race. But what I like is a race that's won with the driver making the difference. And I think that's what happened.
But we didn't get 100% out. Like Norris was behind Max Verstappen. There was not really a big fight between them. It could have been.
With Max, he got a good start, better start than Lando. and he made that move on George Russell that was so crucial, set him up for the win, and then once Lando was stuck behind George, he just couldn't quite make it through. The buffer was built.
Made the race so
Anytime
boring.
he tried to do strategy, he had to deal with the Mercedes as well. Max's first few laps won it.
And this is it. If you want to know more about that, you can read Jolien's insight into how it all came down in Barcelona on F1 Unlocked on F1.com. Davide, in an era where now it looks as though McLaren have the faster car, but Verstappen is still winning the races, how key is that?
Yeah, like I said, it feels like it's 2022 again. Ferrari against Red Bull, but now it's McLaren against Red Bull. Charles Leclerc got the pole position, he looked really good, and then the race come. Max Verstappen wins. Maybe it will be the same with now with McLaren. Also, one more fish for the collection.
Level of perfection, of race-winning, championship-winning perfection that Red Bull knows so well.
Yeah, so high. And they are just perfect. Maybe Red Bull now, they don't have the fastest car, but with Verstappen, they are just perfect in the details. The start, the pit stop, quickest of everyone, the quickest in Barcelona with both drivers. I mean, they are perfect in the timing of overtake. The engineer just suggests it's the right time, and Verstappen, bam, the attack for the leadership. I mean, perfect in the managing the tires. The little details that they are doing the difference, and Verstappen, okay, he avoids every time the mistakes. No mistake for him. 3 or 4 weekends in a row without any mistake. I mean, this man is making the difference.
Glitter, grey, black.
They are so close, but
also one more fish for the
just in
collection.
a special way.
I think ever since the end of 21, people have said about Max, it's the car, it's the car, it's the car. It's no longer the car, which I think is...
Well, 22, you can say maybe it was... I mean, it was both.
Going to be fascinating for everybody watching on. Now, Red Bull did bring some upgrades to the last Grand Prix.
Now I would
going to be taking a
say it feels like more that because Norris the car is good not only in qualifying but in the race also, but he still wins.
In tech talk, but he has said to the team they need to redouble their efforts if they are to catch that gap back to McLaren. How's Lando Norris feeling, though, arriving here after 3 weekends where he could, maybe should, have won the Grand Prix?
Alltså, jag trodde inte jag behövde...
No! Okay, we don't need to remove it, we need to make the sound go away. One more fish for the collection. Flopper, light grey, yellow. Uh, 10 more seconds look like, and also one more fish for the collection. Flopper, Magenta, Cyan. And
3 podiums gained or 3 race wins?
no! Stop mentioning. This is so depressing. So mean. Do Norris have to mention every time he have not won a race now? Instead of talking about, oh, was this a wasted opportunity to get your first win? Now it's like, is this a wasted opportunity for you to get your second win? Man, it's so mean.
Race wins that just slipped out of reach.
It depends how you think. You can think of it both ways, to be honest with you. I think there's been a great amount of points. I think as a team, we performed extremely well. But when you're a competitor and you're here to win and only here to win, and when you know what was possible and what wasn't, then yeah, I mean, I'm always going to think of what the highest possibility was, and that was to potentially win races. But that's potentially, and I think we're at a level now where everything has to be perfect. We're against one of the best drivers ever in Formula 1, who's performing at an incredibly high level.
Wait, not Lewis Hamilton? Let's fly up, the fuck you doing? Give me trident. Did we get a trident? Doesn't look like that. That's boring. Well, continue, London Norris.
And anything that was not perfect, like my start last weekend, you pay the price for. And simple as that.
Simple as that, says Lando Norris. Alex, how much more decisive do McLaren need to be, though, in their strategic calls, as Davide was saying? Red Bull, from pit stops to pit wall, every facet of the operation of that team is perfection.
Yeah, and well drilled at it, Will.
Yeah.
Consistently well drilled at it. They've got so many more reps at fighting at the front. This
One
is
more.
week in, week out for them. McLaren, we're still going to some races like Canada a couple of weeks ago. They hadn't scored points there in a decade.
Yeah.
So McLaren have waited a long time for this chance, but I think operationally the team will now want to see those minor mistakes minimized, because you can't afford a minor mistake when you're at the front of the field. This isn't the battle for third or fourth in the constructors anymore. This is the battle for the Formula One World Championship, and as a result, mistakes have got to be minor. And even mistakes that we wouldn't normally call mistakes have got to go.
Yep. Lando always runs well here, Jolien. He loves this circuit. What are you expecting from him, from the team here?
I think it could be potentially favourite to win, having seen the pace in Barcelona. Their car is an all-rounder. It was quick in Monaco. It was...
Yeah, but the problem is they still need to finish first when they drive over the line. So he have a good car. So man, it will be nice to see him win. But will it? Hopefully, but maybe not.
It was quick in Canada. Bumpy tracks, smooth tracks, slow corners, fast corners. They're probably the best all-round car. This track is half fast corners, half really slow speed corners. That'll be fine. There's some bumps as well. There's some big curbs that you can take, particularly on the low speed. So I think it might really suit them, and particularly Lando, who, as you said, always flies here. Had a podium here, this first podium in the McLaren days, when he had the 5-second penalty, hammered in fastest lap at the end, and managed to get it.
Yep, 2 chances this weekend. It is, of course, a sprint weekend in Formula One. Here's your Drivers' Championship as we come into this round of the Formula One World Championship here in Austria. Lando Norris moving up into a career-best 2nd place as Charles Leclerc drops down, guys. Big moves, big changes. Perez down in P5. We know he needs to do more, and Stroll chasing.
Oh, this can never happen. I put them. We can put that on. I put Max Verstappen P1, Charles Leclerc P2, and Norris P3 in the how I think it will end. So maybe McLaren will have a good form now, but in the end, Ferrari comes back. They come with upgrades. Charles Leclerc start doing good, and now he then gets points, more points than Lando Norris. Maybe not, but hopefully, because I want to see Ferrari and McLaren up there, like the good old days, and then Williams.
The top 10 just down there in P11. Much of interest.
And hopefully
in
Sergio Perez get past Carlos Sainz.
Championship table. When we talk about how well things have gone for McLaren of late, Davide, what's the Italian press saying about for Ferrari? Because last time out, let's be honest, 4th fastest.
One more fish for the collection.
They were not quick enough, to be honest, Ferrari in Barcelona. And then probably the attitude of the driver also was not amazing, because they had the written contact during the race. But then just after the race, Leclerc complained about the aggressive move that Sainz did it on him the lap 3 or 4. And so maybe the atmosphere was not fantastic. Okay, Leclerc knows that he had to manage the tires at the beginning of the race. He got surprised about the attack of Sainz. So the atmosphere just at the end of the race was not very positive. Was the opposite of McLaren, to be honest, where there is Lando that is still fighting to get better. In Ferrari, they argue a bit about strategy, about management of tires, about drivers. So I don't know. The update that they bring in Barcelona seems that they worked, but not enough to try to fight Mercedes and Red Bull and McLaren also. We'll see here. I mean, in the past, Leclerc had some amazing race here.
Yep.
Yeah, you commented that and was just perfect Ferrari 2 years ago. So I hope that it can be a positive weekend for them. Also because they need it. I mean,
yeah, they need
to fight for something.
At least be better than Mercedes. Don't let Mercedes copium bring burn that opinion up. Put them down as fast as possible.
You need victory and podiums. You see.
Charles looked a bit rattled, can we say, last time out in Spain. That bizarre moment earlier on in the weekend, for which he was lucky to escape with a reprimand rather than a grid drop. I found that a very odd sort of circumstance. A, for Charles to get himself into, and B, the result of that, going against the team decision on strategy, saying he wanted the soft rather than the hard. The right decision to take, ultimately. But Alex, how much of what you're seeing in Charles over that Barcelona weekend was at odds to the Charles that you know and you've commentated on for such a long time?
Yeah, the incident where he's throwing his car into the path of another car in practice, completely out of character. But I think it speaks to where Formula One is as a whole, not just Charles, but where Formula One is as a whole. It's now ultra competitive. It's now in a position where fine margins have become even finer margins, and that only just ratchets the pressure up on everyone. We heard Mercedes getting tetchy with each other without laps. You just don't get that normally, and then suddenly, when around here, such a short lap, it's going to be thousandths of a second again. It just is. It's going to be hundredths and thousandths of a second.
One more fish for the collection.
That is when you see your character really tested, and that is why I think it's a little bit fraught.
Grey, black. So, I wonder how... Oh, I want to see. Can we find a flopper... a black tang? Can we get one? I want to see the difference between this flopper and the black tang. Come on, spawn in some black tang. One more fish for the collection and glitter blue red. Come on, black tag. Give me a black tag. I wanna see the difference. Yeah, I will not try to swim and get your speed now. Now I can. Give me speed, dolphin. Where are you, dolphin? Give me speed. Give me speed. Still no black tag. Come on. Give me the information. Yeah, we have black tag. Grey. Okay, you swing really. God damn it. Can you swim down? Can I use lead on the fishes? That would be something. Come on, swim down. See if they can be close to each other. Yeah. Okay, let's see how. Oh, it's so nice. Let's see. The strings for this to there we have it. There we have a black tag, and here we have the. Yeah, what do we have? Floppy grey black. So this is a floppy grey black, and this is a black tang. Yeah, this is probably the black. The fuck did I say? Yeah. So this is grey black. This is maybe black grey. Man, the difference. Back to collecting fishes for the collection.
At Ferrari.
As Alex said, Jolien, some fraught words between the Mercedes drivers, but their car is now competitive. Locked out the second row of the grid, the front wing's working, the floor upgrade seems to be working. From out of nowhere, that eureka moment seems to have put them back in the mix.
Yeah, I don't think
the back into the mix to be maybe still fourth best team. Probably.
Everyone was really expecting it, and then Canada came and it showed that they could do it. I think Barcelona showed that it's genuine and they can do it on a conventional racetrack as well as a bit of an outlier in Montreal. I think this one, again, because there's two parts to the track, Canada's only low speed, bumping over curbs. They could set the car up for that, and they did with Russell's pole. Barcelona's pretty much only high speed now. There's no low speed corners really in Barcelona. Even the turn 10 hairpin went, the Mickey Mouse chicane went. So it was only high speed, medium speed. Yeah. And they set the car up with both dynamics, which is pretty much half low speed, half high speed here. It's the only remaining question, but it looks like they've got a great handle on it. Both drivers certainly well up for the fight now.
Let's hear from both drivers.
For what fight? Finished before Lando Norris or Max Verstappen? No. Finished just before Ferrari? Maybe. But what fight are you talking about?
You can hear from George Russell and Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, I think the sprint race has come at a good time for us, and we feel like the last three races have been really positive for us. Coming here, obviously, very different circuit once again. I think Ferrari will probably be pretty competitive. They've been very good here the last couple of years, but just, yeah, you know, we feel really excited to be back in this mix. We know, I think, you know, McLaren and Red Bull are still a little bit ahead of us, but it swings quick, and we saw in Montreal that we were probably the most competitive. So let's see what this weekend brings.
On these weekends.
Hopefully we bring just bad stuff. One more fish for the collection, probably not. I feel like I've seen that before. The black, yellow. Betty? Yes, Betty. One more fish for the collection. Oh, we need to get more buckets out. And no salmon. That's somewhat weird. Where is all the salmon? Salmon fishes. Yeah, it's time to... Yeah, but Lewis Hamilton, how proud is it? How proud is he for the team that took 2022, 2023, and now 2024 to maybe have learned what the problem is?
Weekends when you got the sprint race, gives you a few more opportunities to have a bit of fun and put the car on the limit. And I think just with the cars nowadays, they're just a bit more on knife edge, or at least ours has been. Well, mine has been with the setups that I've been putting on it. But I think we're getting to a good place. The engineers are doing a really great job.
Ah, lovely stuff from the Mercedes drivers. Look, there's Lawrence Barretto interviewing Lando Norris. You can see that on your pre-race show. It's going to look awfully weird with us standing in the background.
Yeah, good luck cutting around that.
Edit team are going to be very appreciative we've just gone and done this. We've had 4 different pole sitters, 4 teams on pole in the last 4 races, Davide.
Wow. They talk like they're so amazing, but it's like, why did that happen? George Russell, it was a rainy qualifying. Max Verstappen could easily have taken that. Okay. Who more? I mean, Monaco was 100%, you can say, rigged to make Charles Leclerc look good. Oh, 2 more fishes for the collection. And then Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. It's like, okay. What do you mean? So 2 of, the only I will be impressed with that Lando Norris is making
How exciting is this for Formula 1?
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Also because here pole position is not so important because the track gives you the chance to recover in the...
Okay, let's see. Ferrari got pole position, Norris got pole position, George Russell got pole position. But who won in that? Max Verstappen. Okay, so why celebrate the pole position when the 4 different race winner? I would say, okay, that's something. Man, fucking 4 different pole position. Okay,
the race, it's easy to overtake, but it's extremely important for Mercedes to take the victory. I mean, he's the only team of the top 4 that he missed the victory. Ferrari had it, Lando Norris had his first in his career this year, Red Bull with Verstappen had plenty of it, but Mercedes is lucky.
More
He
fishing
had
for the
chance
collection.
in Canada, he missed it maybe...
Mercedes will probably not get any wins this season. And that they have a hard time to get even podium. What the fuck will they get a win
Any
now?
mistake of George, and now if he has the chance, we have also the sprint race, they can shine. I mean, I think it's the right circuit to have the other new surprise. Mercedes is missing for the victory.
I think with how close it is now, though, track position is actually becoming more important again. So we saw in Canada, as soon as Max hit the front, Max won. When George was in the front, you sort of wondered the race was still open. When Lando took the lead, it looked like he could win it. It's about keeping those drivers behind you, and it's not like the days where Verstappen could start 10th and come through. And we saw it in Barcelona again. Norris and Verstappen were the only 2 that could really win it, but Max got the jump at the start. They were so evenly matched, and then having Russell in between them, it counted for something. So qualifying, even though it's all close and you can overtake here, because a 10th can be a row's difference, could be 2 rows difference, it's so crucial to be at the front, because overtaking a Mercedes now, not a given.
No, because Max could get past George, Lando couldn't, and ultimately that's what threw the cat among...
Yeah, and that made the race so fucking lame. Also, 1 more fish for the collection. Flopper black white. We need more buckets. More buckets. Oh, and then we're soon done. Time for going down to the chest room soon.
The strategic pigeons, Jolie and Palmer talking about strategy. How's your fantasy team doing?
I don't know if I've even still got a fantasy team at this
do?
stage. It's not gone well. So, the last sprint race did for me badly in Miami. The first one actually did for me even worse. I'm just thinking out loud, going through all my my fantasy problems now. I had Fernando Alonso in China sprint race. He didn't finish. He was on course for. Remember, he was on course for a podium. Alonso was having the drive of his season. I thought, this is genius. I've got him in. Ow! 2 laps to go. Butchered it.
Can we just point out, for Will's sake more than anyone, you've got to lock it in before the sprint race.
Before the sprint race, but you can lock it in after sprint qualifying.
Don't rant about it.
How does that make sense?
We don't have that much time on the show.
Just anyway. Doesn't matter for me. I completely forgot to do anything with my team last time. Anyway.
Someone's got to catch Winter, otherwise we'll...
Before the sprint race, you lock it in. Okay, right. Now, track limits were, of course, a massive topic of discussion here over the last few seasons. How
Oh
many drivers-
yeah, man, the track limits. I don't know if it was last season, but it was one season when Sergio Perez was over the line, but it took so long time to delete his lap, so he was allowed to continue in Q3 or what it was. No, so Perez can have a bad race. No, one more fish for the collection. Please, Perez, learn the track now and don't get your laps deleted.
Got laps taken away last year or were under investigation?
A lot.
3,072. But this year, not so many, because they have changed the track. City down at T9 and T10. Here's Vitic from the FIA, has been explaining exactly what they've done and why.
So the change that we requested.
Oh, so they have changed, so it will probably not be any deleted laps.
Is to have a curb and gravel beyond, because that's a natural deterrent. We still have the fact here that we have a 2 meter wide.
Ooh. So they just put in like a weird gravel thingy. Okay. That's something.
Wide curb, which is just enough to put a Formula
And
1
also
car
curb.
on top of that. But that means if you put half the wheel in the gravel, you might be to the left of the white line, which then makes it a track limit. Just to avoid that situation, and we were not able to cut or remove the second curb, we just said, okay, we're going to shift a little bit the white line. So we said we're going to paint everything that is less than 1.5 meters. We painted black. Say that's a shorten or artificially shortening the curb. Then we have the white line, and from the white line until the gravel, it's 1.5 meter. So that's throughout all categories. No car is wider than that, or smaller than that, let's put it like that. So there should be no track limits anymore. And the light blue line that you see is just to separate, to clearly identify.
Light blue line. Oh, there I feel like something light blue maybe exists.
Identify if a wheel is off.
Times for some ads. No, we don't want to.
There we go. So there is both a physical deterrent and now an AI deterrent as well, which will be checking on those final corners. I think they've got that pretty right.
Yeah, for me, it's perfect. For me, the perfect scenario is to put the gravel everywhere, but you cannot, because in this place they race a motorcycle, and so they don't want to have it. But I think the solution adopted is perfect, and we are going to enjoy the race without remembering, this man went wide, you know, all this type of discussion.
Yeah, man, that going wide talk. Man, Lewis Hamilton was on it. George Russell was probably on it. Many people was on it. Maybe even Sergio Perez. Like everyone that drove behind someone and saw them going too far out. Mentioned it. 3 more fishes and then we go
I
down.
love it. So I think they did the right job. I'm waiting for tomorrow to check it out.
Jakesy, Aston Martin, we stand in front of them here today. Canada, they got both cars in the points. Barcelona, they weren't expecting it to be good. It really wasn't good. And they're not expecting this or the next one to be any good either. How have they dropped so far from where they were last year as consistent podium
Don't know.
challenges?
Well, last year was built on making up for lost time, but conceding a bit of time at the start of the year, bringing an update, and then getting a leap on everyone, much like McLaren did 1 year ago when they brought the car to Lando. Can't do that anymore, right? They've had their silver bullet, they've caught up, and then it's incremental gains. They're making incremental gains. The problem is that everyone's making better incremental gains. And that's where Aston Martin are. They're going to have to find more with every single update. They haven't so far, and that's why they're expecting a tough...
Hopefully 2025 or mostly 2026 they will be good with Honda.
June into July.
Williams have announced a raft of technical appointments today. Matt Harmon has joined, formerly of Alpine/Renault. Did you work with Matt back in the day?
Nope, he came after me.
Came after you, okay. Anyway, 26 appointments they've made there at Williams as they look to move up the grid. They'll be hopeful for a better weekend after a very disappointing Barcelona. And VCARB as well, Jolien, that upgrade package on the car really not working for them. Is that a case of a 1 step back, 2 steps forwards, or are they going to have to scratch their head if they don't find that path forward?
Well, we've seen with Aston Martin, no more than anyone else, how upgrades are not guarantees of performance, and VCARB, they did just struggle in Barcelona, but they're also a team that
More
go
fishing
well
for the
in
collection.
low-speed tracks more than high-speed circuits. And so, like I said, Barcelona, there's no low-speed corners. You go to a Mexico, they were flying before. Go to Canada, Ricciardo qualified 5th. These sort of low-speed, without any high-speed circuits really suit them. So I think it was probably a double whammy. The upgrades certainly didn't perform well for them. But also sometimes it takes a race or two to unlock everything.
So hopefully they will have unlocked it now. Or maybe they will struggle for the sprint race, but hopefully the sprint race will then make them learn how the car should be. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down. Place them down. And it's 5 minutes left on the video, and then we will get to other stuff.
Mercedes bought their front wing upgrade to Monaco. We didn't see it being unleashed and get them to the front of the field until the next race in Canada, and then you can make gains on it. And the same with Alpine in the past as well. McLaren, probably the dramatic team that bring it up.
Oh yeah, we don't go. We need to stay. We need just to post a clip. 18, 20, 22, 24, 30, 36. 36, 40. 36, 30, 36, yeah, 40. 1082 plus 40. No, I want. Yeah, continue.
Upgrade and bam, become race winners. But most teams, it takes a few races. I don't think all is lost at VCARB. This one they need to bounce back on.
Davide, Sauber last time out thought it was their best shot at points. They missed out. But Haas, Nico Hülkenberg has finished 11th 5 times this season. So close to the points.
Yeah, not very lucky in the last few races. The first races of the season, every time he was in the small point, 9th, 10th, or so, was able every time to take some points from his race. In the last few, seems that the car dropped just a bit. It's a question of tenths or maybe less, but they need to find some performance. Also because car in front there are many. We have the two Red Bull, the 2 McLaren, the 2 Ferrari, the 2 Mercedes, and then they are already 8. And then we have Alpine that at the moment is performing in the last few races. I mean, you run out of points checking the situation. So you need to be the best driver to use also the condition and sometimes use the chance that give you the circuit or maybe the incident. Remember, Hülkenberg in this track always deliver it very well, so I think it can be a place where he can take some points in the race.
Fair sprint last year, looked great, didn't it? Yeah. Right, you can hear from both Haas F1 drivers during the weekend. I believe both in the pre-race show. JC, we touched very briefly on Williams and those technical appointments.
Yeah,
it was a horrible Spain for them. Can they bounce back here?
Yeah, they can, I think. They'll be glad to be rid of Spain because that was really chastening. From going for the mix-in points in Canada to being plain slowest in Barcelona, that was tough, but no, they'll enjoy it. Logan Sargent's a Formula 2 winner around this circuit previously in his career, so he's got form around this racetrack. That's the confidence that he needs coming to a venue. And then Alex Albon, anytime he's got an opportunity, you know he's going to take it. Also proven in his junior career around here.
Beautiful stuff. Right, here's where you can catch everything throughout the weekend here on F1 TV. Without forgetting, of course, it is a sprint weekend. We kick off with the first and only practice session of the weekend at 12:15 tomorrow before the sprint qualifying session at 4:15 local time. The sprint itself 11:20 Saturday morning with qualifying at 3:30, bringing us through to Sunday race day here in Spielberg. The Formula One Qatar.
Oh shit, we need to fix this. Tridents. Where should we place the tridents? Yeah, I cannot place the tridents. For now. Didn't I get... Yeah, there we have it. Here's the latest one. Sure, this would take forever.
Qatar Airways Austrian Grand Prix, 2 p.m. local time. Right, that is pretty much it. A rogue Lawrence Barretto reappears in the image. Guys, predictions for the weekend, please.
Lando Norris win.
Lando Norris pole position, maybe win. Max Verstappen P2 and Perez P3.
Oscar Piastri second.
Oh.
This is bold.
He spent 10 minutes at McLaren and they've brainwashed him.
Max Verstappen dead.
Oh, right. My goodness. Jolien.
I was going to go Norris win as well. Verstappen second, Leclerc third.
I'm going to go for Max Verstappen to win the Grand Prix. Lando Norris second, Charles Leclerc third.
Davide.
Max Verstappen, Norris, Russell.
Okay, I was going to go with Norris, Verstappen, Piastri.
Okay.
We're all pretty close. We're all there. We're all there or thereabouts. Lovely. Right. Thank you so much, folks, for tuning in. Guys, thank you so much for your insights. As always, you can catch us all for the remainder of the weekend here in Austria, where apparently I won't need my jacket and must remember not to drop my lunch down my shirt. Enjoy. It's always a brilliant one here. High-speed circuit, high-speed thrills. Who will come out on top at the Austrian Grand Prix? That's your lot. We'll see you over the weekend.
Oh yeah, we need to not do anything. Yeah, and then we have P1. Let's see. So many fucking tridents. Oh my god. let's see. What should I? Yeah, we can move out that. No, you will still be there. We can take out that. Take out that. Yeah. Oh, now we fixed the this stuff. Green, Betty green. Let's see. Magnanta. Where did I place the? There were Snooper Magnanta, Snooper Magnanta, Snooper Cyan. Snoop and light gray. Okay, now we're done and we can maybe write one. Okay, yeah, let's have the P1, our prediction for the 2020 Austria Grand Prix. Oh shit, we need sound.
Our predictions for the 2024 Austrian Grand
Prix.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the P1 podcast. We are here, it's another race week. We've got races coming out of our ears at the moment. And I'm very excited about it because we don't know. We don't know who's going to be fast. Well, we know who's going to probably be fast and his name is Max Verstappen. But we've got teams jostling around all kinds of places. We don't know if McLaren are going to be the quickest, or Red Bull, or Ferrari. Maybe not Ferrari, but Tommy, it's still exciting. We have rain potentially in the air. It's a sprint weekend. Lots of things to digest.
Lots of things, yeah. These are getting a lot more difficult now. The pack is a lot closer, which is a good thing.
Is it really?
Biggest good surprise. Okay, for me.
Biggest goodest surprise. Biggest goodest surprise. What can that be? Points for Williams. That's my goodest surprise.
I am looking in Fernando Alonso. It's time for him to not be washed. It's time for Aston Martin to do something. Now, he's off the back of not the greatest few races, and I'm thinking a little P10, biggest good surprise. Thank you very much. Clocked it in, lovely. But with changeable conditions, I think Fernando, it's time. It's time to have a little something special. Doesn't have to be too crazy because that Aston Martin is quite possibly like the 7th fastest team now. But Alonso's got to turn up at some point.
I nearly went for that actually, but you'll find out why later. Biggest good surprise. I've gone for.
Or when I say Williams, I mean Alex Albon.
Oscar Piastri. I have.
So you flopped him last week.
Yeah, I flopped him last week, and now trying to get his fans back on board. No, I do think McLaren would be very good around here. They have been good around here in the past. They, of course, have a very quick car now, and I think Oscar, well, didn't have a very good race last time. So I hope he turns around his form, and I feel like this would be the kind of track that he could do that.
Let's get a biggest flop.
Lewis Hamilton.
That's free real estate at this point. Sergio Perez.
Okay, interesting.
Because, and I'm not just saying that because, you know, it's potentially easy points, but of course the benchmark is going lower and lower as we continue this season. But I think that the nature of this track, very short, if he's lacking half a second to Max, that's out in potentially Q1. We don't know. There is a lot of possibilities here for a very poor qualifying, which will then put him on the back foot massively.
Oh,
and
like yellow.
His struggles will.
I mean, no, Sir Perez will be P3
sadly
in the qualifying.
I don't see him turning it around.
He will. He will 100% do it.
Particularly quickly. So yeah, biggest flop, Sergio Perez.
No.
Interesting. Just to clarify something, if you go for a team, do you get 2 points? Did we go with that or not? I can't remember.
I don't think we ever put that one in the rule book, but I think that if an entire team flops, I'm open to a 2 point.
I think this one has to be a 2-pointer, right? I'm locking in Red Bull. And the reason I went with Red Bull was I was going to go, and this would just be my luck that Max has a stinker and Perez wins the race. But
I've flopped Perez. And come on.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I feel like Red Bull might struggle around here.
Why?
I'm actually going to make the joke that Perez is basically an easy flop anyway, which you've gone for. But I also think, the Red Bull is getting closer to the pack, and I don't think this track will suit them.
Yeah. We're back with another predictions video, which also means we're back with our sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Are you struggling to watch certain TV shows?
Nope.
Surfshark deals /P1. Okay, cool. So Red Bull, then me for Perez. Interesting. Sprint pole position. I've gone for Lando Norris. I think that, well, Lando is an Austrian Grand Prix specialist. I think this was the place he got his first podium. This is where he overthrew the 5-second gap to Lewis Hamilton, and
last
that was
Lando.
One of the last lap Lando and all that good stuff. I just think that McLaren have proved in the last sort of 4 or 5 races they've got a car that works at most, if not all tracks. So with that combined with Lando, I think he'll get sprint pole.
Sprint pole I've gone for Lando Norris as well.
I would probably do that too.
This is like his best track, I think. He's always been good here, even when the McLaren's
Max
not been all
Verstappen,
that.
P2.
He's delivered a great result. So now the McLaren is very good, and then even the fact that there's a very high percentage chance
Was
of
it
rain
red?
as well. He's also really good in the wet.
Yep, look, fish runs.
So yeah, Lando Norris.
Okay, sprint winner.
Max.
Gone for Lando Norris. I think that if he gets pole position, he will win the race. This isn't a case of Max Verstappen being completely and utterly inevitable. I think whoever gets pole round here for the sprint, it's a very, very good chance that they will win the race. So I'm back in Lando for this one.
I also went for Lando Norris, sprint winner.
So we just go
Sorry,
for the same
Lando
thing now
fans.
for the rest of time, so that we can be.
Well, it wasn't, but now I'm like, there was definitely a tactic behind this as well. That's thinking like, I do feel like Lando's gonna get a P1 at some point, and of course you get the double pointer if you don't go for Max. So that was
Yeah, I'm
also my
wondering if
logic.
that continues now that Red Bull are clearly not the fastest car.
Well, maybe after this race we have a maybe in the comments.
Debrief.
You guys let us know in the comments whether that rule should go now.
Or maybe it just stays for me and leaves for you, so I get 2 points and you get 1. Perfect. Okay, let's go to pole position then. So for the main Grand Prix, who's getting pole? And for me, it's Max Verstappen. I'm not quite as delirious as Tommy is with the fact that Red Bull will be completely and utterly
I used to brain
I
that.
think that, especially with the changeable conditions out there, Max makes the difference. We don't need to. What more is there to say? Bingo card, tick that one off. I think that Max will get main pole position, and we'll all go, oh, here he is again, back once again.
I've gone for Lando Norris pole position.
Wow, clean sweep.
The clean sweep at the moment. Yeah, if he can do it at a track like Barcelona, surely he can do it here. What more is there to say? Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, this is the thing. Like he's so good around here, and that McLaren, it does genuinely seem like it's the car to be in at the moment.
And Max Verstappen do it.
I've really backed McLaren here. I'm sorry, McLaren fans, when it all goes wrong, because biggest good surprise Piastri, and then Norris for all the pole, sprint winner, and sprint pole. Yeesh.
Let's go to our top 3. And I have a feeling
Blue,
Tommy
grey.
might have a couple of drivers from an orange team in that top 3. In third place for me, Oscar Piastri. So I also am feeling very McLaren hype for this weekend. No mention of Ferrari whatsoever, despite wearing a Ferrari shirt right now, but that's because my hopes and dreams have been crushed after the Spanish Grand Prix. But I'm happy to go in with no expectations and then Charles to pop it in third place. But Oscar Piastri P3.
I've also gone for Oscar Piastri P3.
For God's sake.
Let's see. The fuck did I say? Oh, they started. So Oscar Piastri P3.
I should have. I think we need to.
And it could happen, maybe, but I
want
want Perez.
It doesn't look like I'm just copying, but I literally have it in my sheet. We don't check each other's sheet.
No, we don't see it.
Just for like context. But yeah, both back to Piastri for P3.
Okay, well, I think that my next one might be different, considering your blind fanboyism for one driver this weekend. My second place is Lando Norris. I think that Lando will finish second, and I don't think he's going to win because someone is inevitable. Lando Norris, P2.
P2 I've gone for Charles Leclerc.
Ooh, Charles Leclerc. That would be nice. Probably
Why
not.
And I literally haven't even changed that on the fly. So yeah, Charles Leclerc.
So you think Ferrari are going to be all right?
It might be.
Wow, that's so much confidence.
No, it's so difficult now. I do think they'll be better around here.
So
we think Mercedes.
you believe they are being good? Well, they could be. Okay.
We've not said Mercedes.
We've not said
anything.
Mercedes. It's crazy now. Like the top 3, even the top 5, I find quite difficult because we've got this McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes,
Look,
and Max.
Fisher rant.
Sorry, Perez, but it's true. Like that's a lot of drivers to squeeze into a top 3.
Absolutely love it indeed. And first place for me, Max Verstappen. He'll win. He'll win Austria, and it'll be close as always. But Max will make the difference, especially if it is right now weather forecast to be rain and thunderstorms on Sunday. That can be very interesting indeed. Max P1.
P1 I've gone for Max Verstappen.
See, what do they have? He have Max Verstappen, Norris, Piastri. He have Leclerc. I would say Verstappen och Norris Verstappen. Then Perez.
Have you actually?
Yeah. So
Do you
I
spread
feel like
your eggs?
yeah, Norris is gonna like.
Because you flopped
Yeah.
Red Bull and you've put Max as P1.
Yes, yeah, I've got to spread the eggs, like you say.
I hope Lando wins the race now. But
I
then
look
there's
like
like
such an idiot. Like, I
loopholes to
backed
just
him.
not-
Yeah, it would be peak me if Max gets like P1 for everything, then doesn't win the race and Lando wins it, and I've not backed him.
I'm here for that.
I mean, it would make the championship very interesting, wouldn't it, for a good race. So I'll sacrifice myself.
Well, what a nice guy.
I'm going to sacrifice myself.
Okay, let's go to our one crazy prediction, and mine is 7 different teams in Q3.
Okay.
I think that's crazy enough to have 7 in Q3.
Yeah.
So that's what I've thrown in there. I think I'm going to regret it massively, but 7 different teams. It'll be 6 now. I guarantee it'll be 6, but...
This is 7 different teams. Let's see, what did they say?
That's what I've thrown in there. I think I'm going to regret it massively, but 7 different teams. It'll be 6 now. I guarantee it'll be 6, but...
7 different teams. Let's see. 7 different teams. Let's see. Red Bull 1, McLaren 2, Mercedes 3, Ferrari 4. So 4 teams. Hmm. 7 different teams. No, that's Scorpion. It would probably be 5 or 6.
I'm going for 7 because I don't think 6 is crazy enough, so I've gone for 7.
My one crazy prediction is no rain all weekend. So this is F1. Like, I'm not counting like it's rained in F3.
Oh, right. I mean, yes,
I just want to cover that off.
Formula 1
They're like, oh, it rained overnight, Tommy.
It rained on Tuesday.
Like, we're not seeing the inters or the wets all weekend. Is what I'm saying.
Is that
even
what you're
in practice?
saying now? No, hold on. There's 2 different. These are 2 different connotations now. You're saying either we don't see a speck of rain, or we don't see the inters and the
I
wets
guess
on the car.
It could be like.
So it could be
like,
slippery.
It could be George Russell
dries.
sweating and claiming there's rain again. So I will say no inters or wets used. I'll change it to that. No inters or wets used during the whole weekend.
Right, 3 crazy predictions from you wonderful lot. First and foremost, P1 Patreon member Nicola. Max isn't on the podium, so that is very much Tommy thoughts, but also not Tommy thoughts.
Oh, 2 light grey.
P1 Patreon member Dennis, Carlos and Charles crash with each other. I really hope not. And P1 Patreon member Maddie.
No, but the Lewis Hamilton and Russell can maybe do that.
Podium for McLaren, which is what I said. So
McLaren are big hype this weekend, isn't it? A lot of pressure on them.
A lot of pressure.
Light
but,
grey
I think
Magnanta.
that they can deliver. They're going to be fascinating. I can't wait. Another weekend, another race. So we'll see you. It's a sprint weekend. Don't forget.
Light grey
Friday, Saturday,
orange.
Sunday. We've got competitive sessions. We'll be live on Friday, Saturday,
Damn
and
it.
Sunday on Twitch. So we'll see you there. Lots of love. Bye.
We'll be live for 4 rainy sessions.
Yeah, imagine that. That won't be that. Hopefully, there's no red flags and stuff. That wouldn't be good. You didn't even say bye. That's crazy. Bye.
Okay, go away. Let's see. Then we have maybe 1 or 2 things more to watch. Flopper Magnanta Cyan. Flopper Magnanta Cyan. Oh, not Cyan. Black, pink. Yellow, grey. Flopper, yellow. Flopper, yellow, grey. Wait, light grey. Light grey again. Yeah, light grey yellow. At least one got to be in the collection. Yellow, grey, pink, white, orange, red, black, green, cyan, magenta, light blue. White, cyan. Black, white. Black, white, grey, black. Blue, nice. Blue, red. Orange, magenta. Snooper. Cob. Cob. Light blue, white. Light blue, white. Light blue, white. Light blue, white. White, brown. Nice. Pink, green. Pink, green. No, we have pink, green. Cob, grey. Cob, grey, lime. Snooper, blue. Snooper, blue. Snooper, blue, snooper, purple. There was snooper, blue. Blue, cyan. Blue, cyan we have. Snooper, red. Snooper, red. Flopper, red. Snooper red. Red yellow. Red yellow. Apparently we have also light blue blue. Nice. Pink brown. Spotty pink. Spotty white. Pink, 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 pink. There was spotty pink. Spotty pink brown. Pink brown, pink cyan, red, light gray, blue, gray, orange, magenta, lime, black, green, no brown. Stripey. Oh, two black. Black cyan. Nice. I don't think I saw brown either. Oh, we have that. Stripey black brown. Okay, go away. Magnanta. No, they need to look for stripey. Magnanta gray. E. Stripey magenta. Stripe A. Stripe A. Magnanta. Stripey Magnanta. Stripey Magnanta. Stripey Magnanta, yellow, brown, orange, black, lime, light gray, light blue, white, green. Then we have gray. Orange, lime. We have orange, orange and light blue. No light blue here, light gray. Orange, lime. Slime. One. Not sure. Light blue. Sun, light blue, brown, light blue, brown. Okay, we're done. How many minus will this be? 22. I'm not good, but not that bad either. Let's move this away. And we can do it here also. Oh, maybe didn't need to do that. Either way, we remove this also. Man, so much more nicer. And I will stay for that for now. So yeah, back to going through all these fishes again. Red cyan to make sure. Red cyan, red cyan, red cyan. Magenta. Magenta pink. Light gray magenta. Purple. Clayfish purple. Oh shit. No, pink. The fuck is this? We have a clayfish pink. Huh. The fact did I look for? Purple. Clayfish purple. Clayfish purple. Oh, fuck me. Purple blue. And just look for purple. I need to look for the second color when I finally find it. Dasher black. Oh, it is. Oh my god, it's spotty white, not dasher white. Black, light blue. Dasher blue. Snooper blue was it? Snooper blue. Dasher brown. Dasher gray. Dasher green. Ah, come on. Dasher blue. They were dasher blue. Blue gray. Blue gray. Flopper black. Blue orange. Blue orange. Flopper light gray. Light gray magenta. Oh, light gray orange. Black pink. And then white cyan. Okay, nice. Oh shit. White cyan up. I just did, yeah, white cyan. The last fishes to be looked at, and then we can go and collect them some more. Until the widgets are done. Black with black white. Gray, black. Yep, gray, black. Orange, magenta. Go. Light blue. Light blue, white, light blue, white, light blue, white. Pink, green, and then gray. Pink, green. Yes, gray. Gray, lime. Snooper blue. Do we have any snooper blue here? Snooper blue. Let's see. Let's see, did I do that right? Let's see. Yes, we are. That's done. That's Snooper blue. Snooper blue. Snooper red. Red, yellow. Red, yellow. Red, yellow. So Snooper blue. We need to find it somewhere here. Snooper blue. Snooper blue, cyan. Stripey black, brown. Yep, there we have stripy black, brown, stripy black, brown, and then we have light blue sunstreak. Light blue sunstreak. Light blue, brown, light blue, brown. Okay. And it was minus 18, 20, 24. No, 18, 20, 22, 24 minus 2, so 22. 22. 17. Minus 22. 1. Oh no, not 59. 20 blir 17, 1 blir 80 plus 1 blir 81. So we have now collected 1,759. So let's go and place them down, and then we can continue with Formula 1 stuff. Batty red cyan, blockfish magenta pink, clayfish light grey magenta, clayfish purple blue, dasher black light blue, dasher blue grey, flopper blue orange, flopper light grey magenta, flopper light grey orange, flopper black pink, flopper black white, glitter white cyan, glitter black white, glitter grey black, glitter orange magenta, cob light blue white, cob pink green, cob grey light. Then we have snooper blue cyan, snooper red yellow, stripy black brown, sunstreak light blue brown. Yeah, we have Formula World. Let's see what he say about about the Austrian Grand Prix.
Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome to the F1 Word and to the preview for the 2024 Austrian Grand Prix, race 2 of a triple header and the third sprint weekend of the season. Now I know sprints are divisive, but they do tend to work really well at the Red Bull Ring in fairness. And
wow,
who cares? It's
a
really good track as well. So hopefully there'll be plenty of action to enjoy across the
Probably
weekend.
not.
Hopefully. But anyway, last time out F1 was in Spain for, funnily enough, the Spanish Grand Prix where Max Verstappen took his 7th win of the year. But now it is on to Austria for round 11 of the 2024 season. A lap of the Red
One
Bull
more
Ring
fish
is
for the collection.
4.318 kilometers long. That is just over 2.68 miles if that's your thing, and is made up of just 10 corners with 71 racing laps scheduled for Sunday and 24 laps for Saturday's sprint. And the race lap record, by the way, is held by Carlos Sainz, who posted a 1:05.619 back in 2020. There will be 3 DRS zones in action to help drivers get some moves done across the weekend, each of them with their own detection points. The first zone runs down that long straight between turn 1 and what is officially turn 3, don't get me started. The second zone is just after that corner and runs to turn 4 with the final zone down the start-finish straight as you'd expect. Now the layout remains the same as it has for a long time, but there has been an important change well worth noting. As I'm
yeah,
sure
they fixed the the curbs and the track limit stuff.
Many of you will remember last year in Austria, the phrase of the weekend was very much track limits, with the FIA saying they investigated over 1,200 potential track limits infringements, which resulted in 83 violations and 20 penalties were also handed out. Esteban Ogone getting quite a few. All of that led to calls for gravel to be installed in the final couple of corners at least, and the FIA renewing their recommendation to the circuit to add gravel traps to the exit of turns 9 and 10. The circuit bosses fell short of installing full gravel traps for this year's event, but they have added a 2.5 metre wide section of gravel to the edges of the final 2 corners, and the gravel has also...
Let's see, can we... Yeah, there we have the light blue line. To make it more easily to see if they have... if they were over the line or not.
Also been moved even closer to the exit of turn 4, so hopefully that resolves the track limit issues at those 2 corners. They could still be an issue elsewhere though, and this weekend AI technology will also be used to try and tackle track limits across the weekend. On the subject, I suppose, of last year, like much of 2023, it was all about Max Verstappen, who took P1 in the sprint shootout and the sprint race, as well as pole position and victory in the race on Sunday. He was joined on the podium by Charles Leclerc and teammate Sergio Perez. And Max Verstappen has started each of the last 4 races at the circuit, including Austrian and Styrian Grand Prix from pole position. That means if he takes pole on Saturday, it will be 5 pole positions in a row at the Red Bull Ring for the Dutchman.
Hopefully it will.
You don't need me to tell you that as well as being Sebastian Vettel's old race number, 5 is also the number of dry tyre compounds in the Pirelli range, which can mean only one thing. Oh yes, that is right, it is tyre talk time once again.
Tanka på Shell och få bonustio. Handla vad du vill i butiken.
No!
Shell.
One more fish for the collection.
I
Block
never
fish,
imagined
white,
it
grey.
would be so easy to discover my family history. First, go to
Oh,
myheritage.com,
scam ad.
sign up and enter a few names. You, your parents, and your grandparents, or
True.
whatever information that you have. Pretty simple, right?
Can we?
That's my
Nope.
great-grandma. MyHeritage found her
We
name
can't
in another family
save the
tree,
video.
which added 50 relatives to mine in one click. So you can grow your family tree and make new discoveries instantly.
One more fish.
Nice. MyHeritage has billions of historical records
Oh,
that
fuck me,
reveal
1
new
minute
details
ad.
about your ancestors. You can search the records yourself, or sit back and watch the discoveries roll in. Here's a newspaper article about my grandfather. Nobody ever mentioned this before. I can't wait to tell my family. I also discovered this photo of my grandfather's parents. Now I finally know what they look like. MyHeritage has great tools to colorize my black and white photos and bring my blurry photos into focus. Visit myheritage.com and start your family history journey today.
How about no? How about that?
The compounds available for this one then are the softest in the Pirelli range, so they are the hard C3, the medium C4 and the soft C5. The reason for the softest nomination is that this track is not all that demanding on tyres in terms of wear, despite the fact the surface is old and as a result very abrasive. Pirelli explaining that the lateral forces the tyres are put through are actually lower than the average for the season. That said, tyre degradation can be high around the Red Bull Ring due to the high-speed corners, so it's very possible we will see a multi-stop race on Sunday, a 2-stopper, seen as the quickest strategy around the Austrian circuit, and keeping tyre temperatures under control will be critical as well. Last year's winning strategy was actually a 3-stopper, with Max Verstappen starting on the mediums before changing to the hards on lap 24, switching back to the mediums on lap 49 and then to the softs on lap 69. However, that final stop was to enable him to go for fastest lap, which he got, so it was really a 2-stopper in terms of strategy. And the final few things on strategy, the total pit lane loss time last year was largely between 21
one
and
more
23
fish for the collection,
seconds.
and then we have
the
one
safety
more.
car does like to make the odd appearance at the Red Bull Ring, with all but one race since 2020 featuring at least one full safety car period. And of course, the weather could easily play its part too, and there is rain around across the weekend. And as usual, the latest forecast, which is as of Thursday morning this time around, is on screen for you now. And your schedule for this one is, in terms of timing, pretty much the same as last week, but obviously the format is different due to the sprint. So the one and only practice session gets the weekend underway on Friday at 11:30 AM BST, and sprint qualifying takes place on Friday afternoon, and that is from 3:30 PM. Saturday's action starts with a sprint race at 11 AM with Grand Prix qualifying underway from 3 PM, and it is lights out for the actual race on Sunday at 2 PM, and once again that is in UK time. Now, usually...
Oh shit! 100%. No, it was green also. Looked like 100% grey, but it wasn't. Boring.
At this point in the video, I'd run through 2 or 3 of the news stories that have been floating around. However, at time of recording, so Wednesday afternoon, it's been fairly quiet in terms of news, with most sites full of talk about Spain, team quotes and speculation. So for this week, I thought for a change, I'd run through 3 talking points to keep an eye on over the Austrian Grand Prix weekend, with a caveat that there is a very good chance there will be a huge breaking news story that drops about 30 seconds after the video is uploaded or just after it goes out. That will be just about my luck. But anyway, first up, Lando Norris has left the last 2 races with a feeling of frustration, and the feeling that he let 2 race wins slip through his fingers, especially last time out in Spain.
Yes.
The safety car played its part in Canada as the Brit missed a chance to pit when it was deployed, something his
Oh,
rivals managed to take
100%
advantage of, and in
glitter
Barcelona,
orange.
having taken pole position, he was out-dragged and beaten to turn 1 by George Russell and Max Verstappen. After a race-long strategic battle, he eventually came home in P2 just over 2 seconds off the lead and cut a frustrated figure in his post-race celebrations and interviews. However, the big positive for McLaren is that that car is clearly quick, competitive and can go toe-to-toe with Verstappen and Red Bull. Norris...
I mean, this is how Mercedes are. Wow, they can now get podium. But how about the second place podium, or even a race win? When will that happen? When will Mercedes finally succeed with that? Probably not this season, or maybe next season.
Even going as far as to say that he believed the Woking team had the quickest car last time out. And ahead of the Austrian Grand Prix, Norris has said the car is in a great place and the team will learn from what happened in Spain and keep pushing. Adding, quote, "We're not focused on setting specific targets. Our aim is to keep improving what we do each weekend and we let the results speak for themselves. Let's see what we can do." As a team, McLaren have finished either first or second at every race since Norris's P2 in China. So the question for this weekend is, can, or rather will, the team return to the top step of the podium in Austria? It's going to be a close fight, well worth keeping more than one eye on. Elsewhere, things got pretty heated between the Ferrari drivers in Spain after the two of them made contact at turn 1. As I'm sure you remember, Carlos Sainz going around the outside of Charles Leclerc, who ended up clipping his teammate's rear wheel, forcing the Spaniard into the runoff area. Come the end of the race, the two drivers blamed each other, with Leclerc suggesting Sainz wanted to impress in his home race, to which the Spaniard responded, "It's too many times after the race he complains about something." Frederick
Nice.
Vasseur, as all team principals tend to, played down the talk of tensions and reminded the media that emotions are always running high immediately after a race, and so people shouldn't draw a conclusion after the first comments of a driver when they first jump out of the car.
Well,
So how will that all play out over this weekend? Well, as a Ferrari fan, I hope it's all been put behind them and doesn't boil over, but looking at the bigger picture, it will be important for the team to manage the situation as best they can, because the field will be so close, so they really do need the two of them working together if they are to take the fight to those around them and ahead of them, and the last thing they need is for their two drivers to be costing each other points. And the final
True, they can't let Mercedes being better than them.
point is, I suppose, speculation really. The focus will, for most people, be on the track action, and Carlos Sainz will be determined to deliver a strong result for Ferrari in Austria, but it is still worth keeping an eye on what is happening off track, especially when it comes to the driver market. Although the pieces of the driver lineup puzzle are starting to fall into place, it's not quite finished yet and there are still plenty of seats up for grabs, and the driver who seems to hold the key to the safe that contains the jigsaw's remaining pieces, I've mixed up my metaphors there, but the point is, the driver who holds the key to it all seems to be Sainz. But it looks increasingly likely that we may soon have an answer to the question of where the Spaniard's future lies. He has been linked to Sauber in preparation for Audi's arrival, Haas, Alpine and Mercedes over the last few weeks, but it is widely reported, or rumoured really, that he is the favourite to move to Williams for 2025 and beyond. That said, there is now talk that Alpine are trying to swoop in and hijack that deal, so that could change. And following the Spanish Grand Prix, Valtteri Bottas has suggested there will be decisions made over the coming days, which could mean that we're set to finally find out where Sainz will land for 2025. After all, as Kevin Magnussen said last week, Sainz is the cork in the bottle. Another metaphor there for you. So watch this space, and if there has been any news between me saying this and the video going out, I will link to an article with more information in the description, and I'll pin it in the comment section as well. Right, let's make some predictions then, and as always, please do not take
Max P1 or Lando Norris P1, either Max P2, then either Max P1, Lando Norris P2, or P1 or Max P2, and so Paris P3. Please happen.
Take these two seriously, just a little bit of fun, but if you do disagree with my picks, then you can let me know yours in the comment section down below. And last time, miracle of miracles, I actually got something right for the first time in 3 races. This time around, I really don't know. It is getting so much tougher to pick a winner, which, don't get me wrong, is fantastic. As I said last week, the more unpredictable the better, but when you're terrible at predictions like me, it makes things even more tricky. I do think Austria could be another really strong weekend for McLaren, who were at the very least a match for Verstappen and Red Bull in terms of pace in Spain. It is a very different type of track, that's got to be said, to the one in Barcelona though, so things could also be different in terms of the pecking order, at least how close things are at the front. But the Red Bull ring is such a short lap, and so there is going to be very little time between all the teams, let alone the top 3 or 4, and so one mistake, a wide moment, a slightly slow pit stop, whatever, could make all the difference. This track is one that Lando Norris has gone very well at in the past, so there is a good chance that he will be the main challenger to Verstappen again on Sunday, and in the sprint on Saturday, of course. The thing is, though, Red Bull have also been extremely strong in Austria in recent years, and so many will argue, given that form and the nature of the circuit, that they will be slight favourites again this weekend. You've also got to consider Ferrari and Mercedes too, because you'd expect them to be right in the mix again, although recent years in Austria haven't been kind to the Silver Arrow, so it will be a good measure of how far they've come compared to, let's say, last year's event.
Hopefully really bad.
The team surprised and confused by their lack of pace as they finished 7th and 8th. George Russell 48 seconds off the lead in P7. It is a really tough call, but I think for the first time on this channel, I'm going with Lando Norris.
Oh my god. Seeing McLaren, Ferrari and Red Bull. Come on, make it happen.
For pole position on Saturday and the race win on Sunday.
There will be something. Lando Norris P1, Max Verstappen P2 and Charles Leclerc P3. That will be amazing to see.
With Max Verstappen P2 and Oscar Piastri in P3.
Then Perez,
As
Oscar
for the
Piastri
sprint,
and
I'll mix
Sainz.
it up a little bit and actually say that Verstappen takes P1 in Friday quali and wins the sprint race ahead of Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc. Why Leclerc, I hear you cry? Well, because it will be typical of Ferrari to take a top 3 finish in the sprint and give me hope of a great result and then have a shockingly bad Sunday. In terms of some bolder picks, I want to believe that Alpine's recent form has been genuine, and so I will go with points for Pierre Gasly again on Sunday. I'll say that Logan Sargent just manages to squeeze into Q2 on Saturday on a track that on paper should suit Williams more than Barcelona did. And my final bold prediction for that very reason is that Alex Albon will pinch P10 in Sunday's race. That is it then for the Austrian Grand Prix. But don't forget, you can let me know your thoughts and your predictions ahead of the weekend in the comments section down below. Now, all being well, I will be back with the qualifying watch along on Saturday afternoon. I'll be live again on Sunday for some race reaction with Stuart, assuming I've managed to fix the Discord issues, of course. In the meantime, though, if you did enjoy this one, then please do leave a like, because it really does help the channel out, and consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future videos or streams. But as ever, thank you for watching. I've been Sean, this has been the F1 Word, and until next time, goodbye.
At Carav Car.
Oh, go away. Let's see. Do I want to... Yeah, this is a short one. Let's see. Kym Illman, David Coulthard slams longest iron. Let's watch it.
G'day, David Coulthard's taken a dig at Logan Sargent. Turns out it should have been at Alex Albon.
Why?
You may have seen this video from last race.
The idea which Mercedes engine-powered driver this car could belong to. Yep, you're right, Logan Sargent. Making contact without even being on track.
Well, that was not Logan Sargent's car. That was Alex Albon's car. And I know that for a fact. I've had a chat with his trainer, Elias Hooten, and Logan Sargent about this. Logan was driving a black Mercedes. Alex was driving this white one. When I came in this morning, I did mention to him that he'd been unfairly dealt with there, and he just laughed it off, saying, yeah, I cop it all for the team, something along that lines. He was very good-natured about it, but I think if I was him, I'd be a little disappointed, perhaps a lot disappointed, because, yeah, he's having a rough trot, and to be lumbered with something like that from a well-respected journalist, a lot of people would have believed that. I think David's probably been given wrong information. I can't see him making that up. It's sad for Logan because he's a great bloke under a lot of pressure at the moment. So if we go back to the actual incident...
Yeah, you're a nice guy. Can't you just be in Formula 1? Can't we just celebrate that you can be part of Formula 1? Because you're a good guy. A nice guy. No.
That car being the second of the two Mercedes being driven by both of those Williams drivers was Alex Albon's, and it wasn't his trainer Patrick Harding driving the car, that was Alex. I did have a laugh with Logan's trainer saying that perhaps we should get one of these barriers and put it right up next to Lewis's car, Orlando's car, and then send that picture to David for him to comment on. Look, I kind of think that once David gets wind of this, and perhaps he has already, he might well offer Logan an apology. I think it's certainly deserved, and I'd like to think that there was no malice in David's comment. I had a chat with a German...
Apologize for what? A joke? Oh my god. Fucking crybabies.
TV commentator today, and he was well aware of the story and said he might even use it on one of their broadcasts as an interesting item. Now, moving on, what about these new shirts for the Ferrari drivers? Carlos came in a light blue shirt, but then was handed one of these new shirts to celebrate the European Football Championships that are on at the moment, and got changed in the front seat of the car before getting out. I did have to laugh at some of the comments on the post, though. One in particular, please give his biceps some air. This is very tight around his arms, and something that didn't go unnoticed by his teammate, Charles Leclerc, who mentioned to him, what is going on with that shirt? Perhaps it was a size too small. And this comment also put a smile on my face. I'll have a Big Mac medium combo meal, please, senor. You people are funny. Lando Norris arrived this morning in a dark outfit, a rude t-shirt.
Man, he's going to the... Is he preparing for the one more lost win?
Rude as in offensive, but the brand Rude, which McLaren has certain collaborations with, but he's still ill. Still carrying over the effects from last race. You might remember he had a bit of a cough on Sunday in the car. Zhou Guanyu was wearing an interesting Issey Miyake jacket, but he actually came in using someone else's pass. Now this is a thing that F1 is quite strict on normally. If you come in using someone else's pass, they'll grab that pass, they'll kick you out and the person whose pass you've used. But of course, this is a driver, and a short time later that team member used Zhou's pass to get in or out, which technically could have landed him in hot water. But the powers that be tend to look away when it comes to drivers, and oftentimes they don't even bother swiping in. Many cases of drivers just simply going around the swipe gates and entering the paddock. Fashion-wise this morning, we've already mentioned a couple of drivers, but Esteban Ogone looked pretty sharp in this outfit from 1989. This is something we're going to see more and more of, drivers coming in wearing outfits like this, and for me, it had an NBA vibe from the US. He looked like a basketballer with a matching outfit on, and Lewis Hamilton, of course, was in casual clothing as well. Now, Daniel Ricciardo, you might have seen a couple of stories saying he's got a couple of races left, and it'll all be over if he doesn't pull his socks up by the end of this first half of the season. I had to listen to him at the back of the garage talking to the media, and he was pretty upfront about it, saying, look, the story of me coming back to Red Bull is not enough. He's very realistic about his future. He did say that he's not driving at the moment like he's driving for his seat. He's just driving as normal. He doesn't fear being ousted. He's been in that situation before. And I thought he was very open and hoping to let his performance do the talking. Let me give you an update on what's happening down in the paddock, which is just over there. I'm sitting in the media centre, and I'll give you a tour in just a moment. The McLaren motorhome, which was fire affected last weekend, has been sent back to the UK, and this week I thought they were going to have a marquee or a tent, but no, they brought in a motorhome, which is quite nice. It expands either side of the centre part, and while the drivers won't be getting changed in there, which would normally happen in the bigger motorhome, they're getting changed over in the engineering area. It will house sponsors and guests, and the silver section on the side is the team's kitchen. And on the subject of motorhomes, I've just finished editing a brand new video about where the drivers stay with their motorhomes. You will find it absolutely fascinating. I was absolutely wowed at the level of comfort and conveniences that these drivers have when they stay in their motorhomes, and they stay in a compound. So there might be 10 drivers and their entourages staying with them. It's a real social scene, but more on that coming up next week. A couple of happy faces in the paddock today. This man, Pierre Gasly, he's extended his contract with Alpine, and Lance Stroll, who's extended his with Aston Martin. In terms of beautiful tracks to look at, this and Spa are probably right up there in terms of greenery. And I love the look from this media centre on the third floor, looking up the hill. You get that huge big bull, and behind it some magnificent mountains, or are they hills? I don't know, whatever they call it, mountains or hills. Lots and lots of trees.
Mountain hills.
And from time to time,
Mountain Hills Forest.
And shoot from those trees. Right, now let's have a look around this media centre, and we have these huge screens, the likes of which we don't see at any other track. And behind me here, there is seating for, well, I'm guessing, several hundred, and at the moment it's not full, and it probably won't be full for this event. And not only do we have views behind me this way, we also have views out that window. And this is the only media centre that has a simulator here for us to play on. Not that I'm much chop on that. Give you an idea, when we come to a media centre, we have to come and report first. We get a desk, we get a tabard, and that's all numbered. We pick a seat, we get a locker, and we advise the crew behind the counter here of which practice session we want to go into the pits, and whether we want a grid pass. So for this race, there's only one practice session, that is FP1, because it's sprint weekend, and I've asked for grid for both the Saturday race and the Sunday race. I've come downstairs here to the canteen, and we are served breakfast, lunch and dinner here. It's all free of charge. The food is great. It's Austrian cuisine, sometimes a little bit heavy, but very tasty. And throughout the day, there's also some snacks available to us. And we're certainly grateful for a quality meal, because some of the tracks, the food is quite ordinary.
One more fish for the collection.
A very impressive bull, not a Red Bull, but indeed an orange bull. And this is downstairs in the main lobby here at the media centre. And all the drivers have to walk this corridor underneath the track to get from the paddock to the press conference room, which they
One
do
more.
a few times over the weekend. Oh, we
Oh,
had
100%
Mick Schumacher
Cyan.
in today with his mum, Corinna, who we haven't seen since 2023 sometime. I'm guessing perhaps even in Baku. But nice to see them in today. I will be interested to see if Max Verstappen is given a fine because he was late for the press conference today due to his flight being late arriving. And of course he arrives by private, so he, to a certain degree, gets to determine what time he arrives, although if there's any traffic control situation, perhaps that's out of his hands. Now, I have to go and plan my next schnitzel meal. Last night's was good, and tonight will be no different. So, in the meantime, could you please hit the like button and subscribe
No.
for a whole lot of extra content?
I
and
will
stuff.
not.
This is where you
But
need
I will
to
still
be.
be
Thanks
watching.
for watching and stay passionate.
I will. But I will not like or subscribe. Maybe one day. Go away. Let's finish the swim round. This. And then we can end it. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Man, I hope so much Williams can get some points. It's so depressing that Haas gets so many points in the beginning, and also thanks to Kevin Magnussen horrible driving. Or else Williams will have more points. They can maybe have four points now. But nope. Like they did everything right and then Kevin Magnussen ruined everything. Let's see, do we have one more fish? Last fish for the collection? No, doesn't look like we will get one last. Let's fix this up. Oh, two more, and then that's done. Nope, you're still alive. Oh, it didn't break. Nice. Oh shit. Man, we should go out on the right way. Just because. Let's see. 1759. 1759. 1759. 1759. 1759 fishes collected. 1759 fishes collected. Yep. Go away. That's been written. Yeah, let's see. How many hours is it left until 6 hours and 37 minutes? Let's see, where can we go? Uh, 6 hours. Let's see, what's this? That's in 8 hours. Oh yeah, okay, so the Yeah, they qualified. No, qualifying. The practice. The first practice before the sprint qualifying will happen in 6 hours and 26 minutes. Or 36 minutes. Then it will be Formula 3 qualifying. And then Formula 2 qualifying probably, and then let's see, what is the standings? We need to change that. Oh, Max Verstappen over 200. So I believe Lando Norris will keep his second place. Hopefully Perez will get past Carlos Sainz. Man, Alex Albon, if he get 2 points, he get past Esteban Ocon. Yeah, then we have Formula 2. What? Colapinto get past Bortoletti? Man, hope. I mean, these people, I hope they will have a good race, so they will keep. I mean, Crawford and Hager, they will hopefully get past. Polar, I don't know, he will maybe keep being up there. Then Formula 3 standing. Man, come on, Beganovic have a really good race. Hopefully Lindblad and Mini have really bad race and Beganovic can be up here super easy. I believe Foneroli will keep being good. At least getting good points. 20 points. What? How do you get 20 points? Oh, it must be pole position. Fastest lap. That's why it's 20 points. Man, that's weird. So he finished 18. This is someone else. I mean, Floersch will be nice if she can get some points. Because she is part of. So Smith and Leon. Smith and Leon. Where do we have Smith and Leon? There was Smith, and where do we have Leon? Oh shit, 22 points. Oh my god. So thanks to him, they are in the Jenser Motorsport. Jenser Motorsport. Who is in Jenser Motorsport? Wurst Andersson Sagaceta. Wurst Andersson Sagaceta. Wurz. Do we have any Wurz? Here's 10. Segaseta. 0. And that's okay, 5. Okay, so they are helping each other out. In that tape at least. Man, they have got points. That's depressing. MP Motorsport. What, really? Wait. Oh shit. Oh yeah. I was thinking, wait. Formula 2. Oliver Behrman and they can't possibly. No, they can't. Let's see. Team. Yeah, man, it was like, what the fuck? How can what's it called? Kimi Antonelli and Behrman being so good. But yeah, Big Ganovich, Lindblad and Mini is giving them these points. Then we have Trident, Art Grand Prix, Campus Racing, High Tech, Pulse Height, MP Motorsport, Van Amsterdam Racing, Jensen Motorsport, Rudy Motorsport, Ajax Racing, and then we have in Formula 2, Campus, they are 4th, and then number 1 in this championship. High Tech is 5th, and they are 2 here. MP Motorsport is 6th, and they are 3 here. Invicta Racing. Oh, Rudin Motorsport is good here. Damn, Lucas Oil. Prema Racing in number 1 in Formula 3, not here. Art Grand Prix, they were number 3. Van is 7th. 9 here. Okay, they're similar. Trident 10th. And Trident is 2 in Formula 3. Ajax Racing is 11th and 10th. Man, Ajax Racing not doing good. So yeah. But yeah. Let's... when was it? It's in 6 hours and 30 minutes. The practice will start.